We are Movie Menu Reviews, schooling all other podcasts. On today's menu, we'll be reviewing Life of the Party. Welcome, ladies and gents. I'm Dan the Man Muñoz, host of Movie Menu Reviews, your weekly movie news and reviews podcast. Live on episode 186. On Facebook Live.
86.
Yes.
We're so close.
Yeah.
We are so close. But yet so far.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we have our co-host and senior panelist here, Z.
Oh.
Z.
I am here, aren't I? Ah, thank you.
Also here is my co-host, Mike Sen.
Hey.
All right.
How's it going?
With fewer titles.
Yeah.
I know. Actually, Mike should have the most titles. He's a sound
Sound
guy.
guy, yeah.
He's like the studio host.
He
He's
is.
all around nice guy, and also the birthday boy.
Yay.
The birthday boy.
So
Look at the birthday boy.
everyone join us in singing Mike a happy birthday. Since the song is copyright free,
Yes.
we can sing it.
Here we go.
Hey.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you.
You don't sing like happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michael. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, that cake's not for you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
We did that because we didn't buy you anything. I'm sorry.
That singing's the greatest gift of all.
not for me and Z.
Not from me. Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank
But
you
on
very
that
much,
note, we
guys.
have a ton of movie news to get over.
Yes, we do.
Before we get into our review, and the first up would be the new The Predator trailer was released. So it's directed by Shane Black and has quite a few cast members involved. That is released this September.
Yeah.
So what did you guys think about the release of The Predator?
So I think we should note, first of all, they did a weird-ass teaser. They were like, Predator.
Well, it was their like bombing language thing that they have on their wrist. That they use as a teaser.
But it was an irritating thing that they released prior to. But
It is. It's always weird when they do it. But what I liked about it is that if you were a fan of the Predator movies, you knew automatically what this was.
Oh, absolutely.
And so like I saw it and I'm like, oh, cool. We're finally going to get a trailer.
Yeah, well, I knew what it was because it said Predator teaser.
No, but you know what I
gave
mean.
it away.
That does.
Sorry, that was.
Yeah, thanks, asshole. But
Yes, with the trailer now that we've seen it,
I was a little disappointed.
were you really?
Really?
Yeah.
How come?
Just because I see what they're doing,
Yeah.
and it reminds me of Alien vs. Predator Requiem.
Oh no.
That's
Really?
what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
And that was a terrible movie. That was
Okay.
really bad.
I think yes, you're right. There have been some pretty bad additions to the Predator line, but we do have Shane Black directing this, and I think that just tells you right off the bat that you should trust in Shane Black. I feel like Shane Black, with the exception of Iron Man 3, which was a massive mistake, and even then, like I would suggest people go rewatch it, enjoy it one more time, because I think for what it did in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it was unique, it was different, and it didn't matter, but that's okay because it was still fun. On top of that, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, the good guys,
Yeah,
right?
The Good Guys.
And so this just feels like a Shane Black film. And I'm all in because I like Shane Black. It looks like an action comedy.
My biggest question is this set during Christmas time?
It
all
might.
his movies are
It
usually
might
set
be.
during around Christmas time.
Yeah. And and so like it's really interesting because it has Olivia Munn starring in it. It has Yvonne Strahovski. That's going to be in addition to the website. Boyd Holbrook and Jacob Tremblay. So it's an unusual cast. I've never seen this cast together. And I'm actually kind of excited because Boyd Holbrook, who came out in the Logan film, he sold me as a uniquely action-driven actor. So I am all in. And again, Shane Black can't really go wrong.
It's always the first time for everything.
You're right. You're right. But you've forgiven worst directors for at least some of this kind of behavior. So I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, like, Iron Man 3, but we'll see. I know you said to go watch it back.
I say go watch it again.
But, he did a great one with Kiss Kiss Bang Bang,
Yes.
then Iron Man 3, and then The Nice Guys was good. So it's kind of like, if you go back...
The Nice Guys was good? It was great.
Well, yeah, it was great. But that's what I'm saying. It's like he has a tendency of doing like a great movie, and then a great movie.
This is on the
so right now my expectations are it's on the side.
Who the hell are you, Dan? You usually give more credit to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like
I give credit where credit is due,
and
I
Shane
will
Black
always say
has
that.
owned. He deserves it.
No, we'll see.
All right.
If the movie turns out to be, the fact that also it's coming out in September doesn't give me like high hopes. So we'll see how it goes. What do you think, Mike? What did you think about it?
I don't know.
Just come to the dark side, Mike.
I'm happy to see it coming back. It doesn't look as bad as where it left off at. So I don't know. I was kind of hoping to see Arnold Schwarzenegger, to tell you the truth.
He might make a cameo.
Yeah?
He might.
Okay.
Don't quote us on that, but he might.
If he is, I'll be
quote
happy,
us on that. You heard it here first.
There you go. It'll be a slap bet. If he doesn't come out, Dan gets slapped.
No. If he does, good. I get to slap Mike, and if he doesn't, you get to slap Mike. That's always a slap bet.
And while we slap him, we say happy birthday.
See, that's yes.
No, technically,
I'm used to it.
I shouldn't say this, but technically September is my birthday, but we still slap. But that'll be my gift to slap Mike.
There you go. And my gift to you will be to slap Mike.
Yeah, thank you.
Yay!
All right, let's go ahead and move on to your movie news of the week.
Yes, a new trailer from Spike Lee has come out. It is a Spike Lee joint, and it's called BlacKKKLansman.
It is legal now.
In
California.
What are you talking about?
You said joint, so. Go on.
Really? All right. So it's spelled Black and then KKK So it's a story about Ron Stallworth. Apparently, it's based on a true story of a black man who goes on to investigate the KKK in Colorado. So it looks like a really interesting, fun movie. I'm excited. I feel like this is kind of like a riff on Dave Chappelle's skit of like the BlacKKKlansman.
Yeah, which is hilarious if you have not seen it.
Yeah,
look it up.
And it looks also like there's a movie that's coming out recently. I forget what it's called. It's like sorry for your convenience and something like that, where it's like a black person who's pretending to be white on the phone, and it looks similar to that, but it looks fun. And honestly, like I just want to see Adam Driver, kind of like also be stuck in a really bad position. Yeah. Because while I didn't like his last movie, not the Star Wars one, but the what is it? Oh shoot!
Silence?
No. Oh no, that one was bad. No, the one that you guys reviewed. Oh, hold on, I'm looking it up now.
We reviewed quite a few of Adam Driver's movies.
Midnight Special was great.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen
Logan Lucky. Logan Lucky. Yeah,
Logan Lucky.
I did not like Logan Lucky.
No,
I didn't.
I had mixed feelings about that as well. But but I'm sorry. Go on.
No, I'm just saying it looks fun. What do you guys think?
Oh yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
The past movies of Spike Lee have been hit or miss.
They have.
But this one looks like it's one to definitely check out.
Yeah, and John David Washington looks fantastic as the lead in this. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, Mike. Go on.
Oh, no, I was going to say, I'm planning to check it out as well. I think it'll be a fun watch.
Yeah, possible spotlight or review.
Possible, yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, tossing it over to you for your movie news of the week.
Sure, movie news of the week. So Chris Evans is joining Neill Blomkamp in it's going to be a natural disaster film.
So he's out of director jail after Chappie because he just got screwed over with Alien.
Know what though? But then right, Ridley Scott proves to the world that he still sucks at directing, and so he's back on the menu for directing one more.
Yeah, so I guess this will be the first just regular natural disaster. It seems like
it's because of aliens, though. It has to be because of aliens, I'm sure.
Yeah. Stepping away from aliens and robots, those are the two things I really enjoy. So
yeah.
I don't know, but I am still a fan of Neill Blomkamp, so I am looking forward to this.
No, it's interesting that he's not. It's called Greenland, so
Greenland.
It's nice. I think it's safe to say it has to do with something about Greenland, and he's not using South African actors like he normally does. He's using Chris Evans.
Yes.
He had the budget was like South African actors or Chris Evans.
I feel like Chris Evans is probably more expensive, isn't he?
For Captain America.
It's just him wearing a Captain America T-shirt for 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I'm quite interested to see because sadly, unfortunately, Chris Evans says he's not going to be Captain America anymore.
Right.
So we'll see if that's true or not next year. But I'll see. Do you guys feel like you guys can see Chris Evans outside of MCU?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he did Snowpiercer, which was fantastic. He also did Gifted, which was another beautiful movie.
Yeah, it was really
that
good.
people should watch. It was a small movie that he made in between the Captain America films. I think Chris Evans is such a unique actor that he can actually do things outside of his and I think the fact that he never slowed down, right? He was hesitant about doing Captain America, and so in between all those movies, he would do these small indie films. So for me, because I've kept up with his work only because he's chosen some amazing material. Yeah, I don't think the end is for Chris Evans. I think Chris Evans is such a versatile actor that he can actually pull just about anything off.
Yeah, I feel like he's proven himself.
Yeah,
I just
except for Fantastic Four.
Oh, that was way before this.
Yeah, I know. Just saying.
Proven means proven recently.
I just hope he brings in Charlton Copley. I didn't see his name attached to this. So.
Oh, I'm sure he's going to be in there.
He's a natural disaster.
Then I'm in.
It's a hurricane with Charlton Copley's voice attached to it. Aye.
Yeah, that'll be great. Then I'm all in. Let's do it.
Something else you're all in is the review for Life of a Party.
I wouldn't say
Did
that.
you forget the title? we all did. Like a second after reading
back
the
to
title.
school or what's
Back to school
Back
part
to school
2.
part 2?
Just call it Back to School part 2.
Yep.
On that note, we're gonna go move on to the review for Life or Back to School 2.
Back to School 2. Here we go.
Okay, the movie we're reviewing is Life of the Party, directed by Ben Falcone, written by Ben Falcone and Melissa McCarthy. Here's the plot. After her husband abruptly asks for a divorce, a middle-aged mother returns to college in order to complete her degree. It stars Melissa McCarthy, Julian Jacobs, and Debbie Ryan. All right, guys, I have not seen this film, so depending on your spoiler-free review...
Yeah, we can do spoiler-free.
Sure. Okay.
There's no...
I mean, is it really...
There's no real spoilers in this movie.
Yeah.
You get what you get. The spoiler is the trailer and the poster.
I was about to ask something really stupid.
Spoiler, she's related to Rodney.
That's what it's like.
No, she's not. that would have been an amazing spoiler. If that happened, I would have been amazed.
Rodney Dangerfield he passed away.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was like, does he make a cameo?
That would be awkward.
I would have still been happy, no matter how awkward it would have been. Even if it's like weird, like CGI Star Wars, I would have
been okay with that.
Yeah, I would have too.
Yeah,
that would have been great.
Well, depending on your spoiler-free review, I would decide this movie's worth a dine-in, watch it in theaters, take away to watch it at home, or leftovers, fail college and drop out and live under a bridge somewhere.
Live in a van down by the river.
Live down by the river. Yeah,
I think leftovers should just be like, just don't watch this film and be happy.
No, because then. Yeah, I guess.
or leftovers watch Tammy instead.
I like how hard you fought for that.
I'm picking my battles.
Yeah, no, that's a wise man for sure.
So I would decide. So depending on who wins, no, if you win, you're in a point. Whoever has the most points at the end of the season will create a segment of whatever they want. At the end of next season. So I won. No, Mike won.
Yeah.
Mike won.
I did win.
So Mike, you have to decide of a segment this season.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
This season has to do it for next season.
There we
go. So, all right, guys, let's go ahead. And since there's no guests, there's no boba to be given away.
There's no boba.
There's no sandwich, no torta, nothing. No horchata.
No horchata?
Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'll just go buy myself some boba. I'll be good.
You could always just do that.
Can you give me some too?
Sure.
Yeah.
Boba's for everybody. Just boba. It's
boba.
Just not in any liquid. It's
just the liquid balls.
Yeah.
There you go.
On that note, rate this film.
So we have a history with Melissa McCarthy on this show. And mainly it's that we don't really understand her sometimes.
To clarify,
I disagree on that because she does great with Paul Feig.
Let me finish.
But Ben Falcone is a different story.
Well, and the issue, of course, being that she is married to Ben Falcone. So I feel
that's for now at least. We'll see how long after all these movies she does. If she gets divorced
seems to have been staying solid for a while. So
hold on.
Yeah.
Heather says, "Hi guys."
Hi Heather. Hopefully you've watched this movie so we can get some of your feedback because I do appreciate anybody else's feedback.
Heather has Movie Pass now, so
yay!
Yeah, she did see it.
Hey, you should have go watch it right now, and then come back. Anyways, so yes, so we have a history of Melissa McCarthy. Anytime she does anything with Ben Falcone, her husband. Now, Ben Falcone comes out in all her movies.
Sorry to interrupt. Before the rating, let's.
It's
leading up to it.
This is the longest rating ever.
Well, it's because you guys keep on interrupting me. So
keep talking
because you guys keep interrupting. Anyways, with that being said, this film is still a Ben Falcone film, and I think that's more important to say because Melissa McCarthy, when she worked on her own, as Dan just said, she actually turns out really good material, and I think it has to do with editing. So with that being said, for me, this film is a takeout. It is not a dine-in. You can slow down your pace. Don't watch it in theaters. Watch it at home. And in fact, I think, and my fear is this: if you watched it at home, you'd probably turn it on and not finish watching it. And I think that's a great disservice because this film actually has a great second and third act.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
So
it's takeout. Takeout. Yeah. But when I'm saying takeout,
I zoned out there.
Sorry, it's takeout with the caveat that don't zone out for the first act like Dan just did. You actually you might enjoy the second and third act.
Heather agrees that she will be back.
There we go.
All right.
Thank you, Heather. I appreciate that. Mike?
So I actually had I was indecisive with this film but ultimately I agree with Z. It's a takeout. So I went to see this movie with my mom. This film is a great mom movie.
I agree.
For like casual movie watchers.
Yep.
So if you, so
the hardest laughs
did you
I heard.
take her this for Mother's Day?
He probably did. Yes.
Yeah.
But just
she enjoyed it. Though, which I was happy about.
Yeah.
And it was a fun film to watch with my mom. And
I will say my mom likes Melissa McCarthy too.
And she enjoyed this film a lot. But if I didn't take my mom to see this, I wouldn't have chosen to watch. I would watch it anyways, but it wouldn't be a film I would have chosen to watch, or probably. If I would have seen it by myself, I probably wouldn't have enjoyed it as much. But overall, this rating, I think, deserves a takeout.
Yeah.
But I do think that the director is improving. So
and that's what I mean, right? So I agree with you, right? So Ben Falcone, right? We've seen them in Tammy. He didn't do a really good job. It was a complete mishmash of different stories put into one. I know we've talked about Tammy being the worst film we've ever watched, and I still stand to say that Tammy is still probably a really terrible movie because of the directing. This one actually felt a little more balanced because it actually, like I said, had a really good second and third act that followed through with the setup and the joke.
Yeah.
And I agree with you also that like the hardest laughs I heard were from the older couples in the theater that I watched it in, and I could tell that they were really enjoying it because of the fact that it addressed a lot of humor for people who are over 40 years old. Yeah,
and I think this film kind of brings back the humanity to parents,
yes.
and I think it does a service to parents and to mothers, and I think obviously perfectly timed for Mother's Day. This is this is almost like I wonder if this would be a movie for like Melissa McCarthy's mom. That's almost how it feels. It's like it's a very this film is very appreciative of mothers, and it helps you realize
how hardworking they are,
exactly.
and how much they have to sacrifice. And I think you're right. That's exactly why I would say that this movie is worth watching. However, and so with that being said, the movie takes a while for it to build up.
Heather has a question.
Sure. What's the question?
Asked, how old is the character she's playing?
That's a good question.
The daughter is in her she's 18 years old, so I would assume that she's probably 20 years older. So I would say probably 48, 50. Yeah,
that's a good guess. Late 40s, early 50s.
Yeah, because the husband looks a lot older than that.
They don't establish the exact age, and then we get to meet her parents.
Yeah, and then we meet her lover as well, and he is less than half her age.
Less
So
than-
that
yeah,
will
yeah.
give you the estimate.
Is that a spoiler?
No.
No? Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
No, don't say it. Yeah, I think
Okay,
it's
I
a
won't.
fun reveal.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Okay.
knowing that he's younger than
Okay.
much
good,
younger.
Good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
the other thing that I want to say about this film, and I really want to be very clear about this, if this film was made with a lead male actor, I also think that a lot of audiences would go watch it. You made the joke of Back to School. And I was thinking also of like, a lot of the 80s actors who would play on this role of like being older men who sleep with younger women. And so especially in that scene right there where there's clearly an age discrepancy, I thought to myself, I see what Melissa McCarthy's doing. She's playing the what if story, what if Rodney Dangerfield had played this role? What if one of the other, like Chevy Chase, would have played this role? Would you have been more tolerant of his behavior? Would more people go watch the movie because it's a man? And I feel because it is Melissa McCarthy that this film got a little less attention. And I think, and that's what I mean, it's a great disservice because I feel like the setup of the film takes a long time. However, when the jokes come in about, an older woman who's sleeping around with younger men, that punchline is so damn good that it's worth watching. That's where I was thinking to myself when I was watching this film, is like, what if this was made in the 1980s with Chevy Chase as the lead? Would more people go watch this film? Would more people like this film in the same way that I Am Pretty? Is that the one with
Amy Schumer?
Amy Schumer?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I Feel Pretty, like in the same way that she's playing on the same concepts of, what if women had to go through similar things that men did? This film would have gotten more attention. So I think there's like a really interesting theory behind what Melissa McCarthy is doing. And maybe I'm giving her too much credit, but I really do think that Melissa McCarthy made this movie with the intention to draw in mothers and to draw in that sort of not diagnosis, but that critique of like, what if this was a man? Would you be more tolerant of the behavior? Would more audiences go watch this film? And just watching it, I was like, oh, you smart. That's really brilliant. Like in the same way that a lot of modern films are now really critiquing our perception of the world, I think this film actually does a lot of that too. So I would love to see some film analysis of this film.
Yeah.
Gender equality.
Yeah, no, but really though, because a lot of the movie, it has to do with what it is to be 18-year-old girl going to college and how you perceive yourself, right?
Yeah. Well, to be clear, it isn't normalizing like it isn't normalizing people like older people dating people half their age, and she's not necessarily like sleeping around with men.
No,
like
you're
a
right.
bunch of men. It's sleeping around
with one.
She's dating one guy.
She's dating one guy.
So just clarifying.
Sorry,
those,
yeah, you're right.
those few
Yeah.
things. But aside from that,
Even if she was, who cares, Mike?
But that's
let her do whatever she wants. It's
You're
her body,
right.
her choice.
yeah, exactly. I think that's it. Yeah.
I'm just clarifying. But
Yes.
But
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Stop slut shaming, Mike.
I'm not slut shaming. I'm just saying. Okay, so but I think the most important theme that I took from here was that the film starts off with this cookie cutter mother.
Yes.
Then it's a very one-dimensional mother character that you'd imagine, this very like asexual like.
I do what I can to please my husband.
Yeah. She's like, you don't like. She doesn't seem like a normal human person.
Yeah, it's a cartoon character.
And I think that's naturally how children or kids would perceive their parents or their mothers, and forget that they're human beings. And I think that this film is just a progression of her turning
Into her own?
I'm sorry?
Going into her own?
Yes, turning into, or we get the reveal of her becoming the human being that
or
she
developing
always
into
was.
a three-dimensional character.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you get a very 2D character, and that's the character
Exactly.
you see in the trailer. You see a very 2D character,
Yeah.
and honestly, it's a grading process when you're watching her be that 2D character.
I think it's fun. I think
That's
it's a
so?
very it's an obvious like there's like the obvious culture clash humor with older generation mixed with younger generation, but I think it did a good job with the character arc. Specifically with Melissa McCarthy's character. I think as far as humor, if I felt like it was trying to hit the same marks as as I would imagine Pitch Perfect did.
Sure.
But I think Pitch Perfect was did a better job at it.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
But I think that although it missed a lot of those marks, I still think that it was. I think it was headed in the right direction,
and it's got its heart in the right place. And
exactly.
I think that's what you really kind of get out of it.
Exactly.
Again, you need to actually stick through watching this film. You can't just simply go like, oh, this is not going to be fun. It actually does have a good reason for you to watch it.
Well, Ben Falcone and Melissa McCarthy wrote it, and Ben Falcone directed it, and you said that he's getting better with his film. Do you think this was their intentions to?
Yeah. I think there's definitely an intentionality behind what they did because again, right, the way that they showcased her character, I felt very irritated watching it.
Interesting.
And it felt like the pacing slowed down
in the beginning.
In the beginning, yeah. But once you get to that second, third act, right? Like this is like I don't want to spoil anything, but like
this is funny because it's 2/3 a good movie, but 2/3 towards the end a good movie.
Yeah, it's a really strange setup. And as Mike was saying, like it does miss the marks. So when that second act turns, you really kind of get the pacing moving forward really quickly. And I think honestly what it could have done better was it could have been a 10-minute first act and then spent the rest of the movie really kind of like lingering on that.
I had no problem with the first act. I feel like the amount of time they spent in the first act kind of made the second and third act more impactful, especially when as she's continuing to discover herself and pursue the dreams that she let go years and years ago. So, and I think it does. A part of what I like about the script is that it falls into like 80s movie tropes.
That's what I mean, right?
So,
yeah,
and
it does fall right into them.
Yeah, and you, although it's expected, it's kind of like. It's almost like a nod to 80s movies.
It's a spiritual sequel to Back to School, right?
No, well, what I mean is no, and I agree with Mike in that like it is an 80s throwback that you can watch with again Chevy Chase. If he was making films like this anymore, you can watch a male character do the same thing, and it's a throwback. It's doing the 80s film, but with an all girls cast, and you're okay with it.
I would do a double feature with Back to School.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Or
Now,
Animal House. I would do Animal House.
Okay.
Or PCU.
PCU is great.
PCU. I would do PCU.
Or Porky's. No.
Or Porky. Yeah.
Now, do they? What's her? None of this is spoiler or not.
Okay.
What's her major?
Oh, archaeology. And that's
okay.
that's a great focus. Oh man, there's this one great sequence where she has to make a speech.
Yeah, that's probably the highlight of the film.
That was the highlight of the film because I laughed so damn hard.
I. I think that was.
Now, go on.
No, it was a great scene.
And
it was a good hard laugh.
And
for
mind
that,
you, like
sure.
I was actually going. I'm a huge critic on comedies, and when that scene happened, I just couldn't hold back. I was laughing so damn hard.
It delivered,
Yeah.
and it was a perfect opportunity for Melissa McCarthy to show off her chops as a comedian.
Yeah.
And
Go on.
no, it was great. She did an amazing job.
Okay, final question before I
question.
get to the rating.
Sure.
So currently, right now, Melissa McCarthy and Ben Falcone are in pre-production for their next film,
Yes.
Super Intelligence,
Interesting.
which comes out next year.
Okay.
Seeing this film, does that get you interested to watch their next film?
Yes,
absolutely.
I think
Wow,
they're getting better.
Yeah.
and I'm looking forward to this next one.
Yeah, and I think it has more to do with the fact that Melissa McCarthy is working with such great actors. Just to reference, Gillian Jacobson is in this movie, and I think she delivers such great dry humor.
She plays the daughter?
No, she plays the daughter's friend who just came out of a coma. It's kind of funny. I believe I'm trying to see who plays the daughter here, but I think it was Debbie Ryan who plays the daughter, and she was actually good because she played the dry actress, the dry character.
Yeah, like the straight role.
character.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she played a straight character, and so it was really fun to watch that. And I think, just overall, her surrounding herself with really good comedian actor, like just great actors, just sells this movie a lot better. And I thought that, right, Susan Sarandon wasn't that. That didn't work for Tammy for me. But this one really did have a lot of supporting cast.
Yeah.
So note yourself, Melissa McCarthy, don't work with Susan Sarandon? Is that...
No, in defense of Susan Sarandon, I think that ultimately the writing was better in this film, and I think that hopefully the writing improves. It continues to improve, and that this next film is even better than this. So, Because I think Susan Sarandon's
she's
good
a great actress,
Yeah.
but I would say like Maya Rudolph is way better, and Maya Rudolph in this film also really sells it.
Oh, I didn't know Maya Rudolph was in it. Nice.
she's a great in this.
Okay, so I think I've heard enough. I give it a dine in. I'm gonna go watch it. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you
If
could,
you want,
but
I
like,
won't
honestly,
I wouldn't be mad at you.
if you had Movie Pass, it won't be hurting your pocket as much. I'm just saying. Like,
I know we're gonna have to start like changing our reviews.
No,
because of Movie Pass. Oh, dine in, Movie Pass it.
they only got 8 months worth of money left over. They'll die out.
After that, every single movie is just dine in.
No, I'll rate it take out, rate and watch it at home. So that means you both get the points.
Thank you.
Great job. So thank you, Mike, and thank you, Z,
Thank you.
for reviewing Life of the Party. So that'll do it for us here at Movie Menu Reviews. Make sure to check out our website at www.moviemenupodcast.com. Also follow us on social media. Subscribe to us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. We are there. Thank you so much for watching live, especially you, Heather. Thank you. And I think Regal joined in too. So hey Regal.
Mm-hmm.
That's going Regal.
Thank you for watching us live, or if you're listening to us, thank you so much. Check out our YouTube channel, which you can find on our website as well.
Mm-hmm.
Until next time, thank you, Mike. Goodbye.
Oh, one last thing. Molly Gordon, that's the daughter. I didn't say her name right, so that's just a correction.
Gotcha.
Cut that out, Mike.
All right. Thank you, Dan.
Muted.
Thanks.
I'm just kidding.
All right. Thank you, guys. Goodbye.
See you later.
Bye.